This year, 2014, marks the 100th anniversary of St. Peter's on the Rock. Let's reflect on the triumphs, hardships, and community that has made the island church into the place we know and cherish today. A 1909 map marks 124 individual properties and names on Stony Lake. Therefore, in 1913, Vivian Hobbins, a divinity student of Trinity College, University of Toronto, held a discussion about building a church or structure of some sort for campers. Mr. F. W. Lillycrap offered one of his islands to be used to build what would become St. Peter's on the Rock. The island chosen lied between Juniper and Kawartha Park, and proved to be an ideal location as it provided a common meeting place in the winding narrows that became known as Hell's Gate and the Devil's Elbow. The Peterborough Examiner noted the church's first service was on June 28, 1914. The service was held by the Reverend Alec Mackenzie with 24 people present. Aileen Mackenzie and Eric Greer were married on August 20th, 1919, marking the first marriage at St. Peter's Church on the Rock. Aileen Mackenzie's father was also one of the original builders of the church. In 1921, due to the congregation growing, a 10-foot addition was added, seating an additional 80 people at the cost of $78.50. Many additions were added to the island over the years, including a concrete walkway, prayer desk, lectern, and more, often donated by families on the lake. On August 5, 1937, the church bell rung for the first time to celebrate the addition of the altar rails. The bell was later moved to its current spot 12 years later in 1949. World War II did not hinder the people from attending St. Peter's on the Rock. Congregation numbers went up throughout the 1940s and saw the first Sunday school lessons taught by Evelyn Gillett. The children left the church just as they do today, during a children's hymn and still wearing life jackets. By 1954, plans were underway for a large expansion. The expansion would cost $4,000, 8 times the cost of the original building. The expansion began, however, as a sinister storm was brewing in the Atlantic. With the north end of the church open and exposed, on October 15th, Hurricane Hazel battered the region, destroying bridges north and west of Toronto. With trees uprooted, roofs and docks ruined, and the aftermath of the storm leaving debris in the water, it did not look like St. Peter's would have survived the storm without significant damage. Yet, amid the chaos, it stood as it was left. No damage to the building nor to the trees on the island. Electricity was added to St. Peter's on the Rock in 1963, allowing for a sanitary system to be installed. An electric organ was also installed in 1963, which could be played both manually or electrically. The 1960s also brought a change in the attitude towards dressing up for church. Youth were now arriving in swim shorts and bikinis, casual cottage clothes. Attendance, baptisms, and weddings were all on the rise. During the winter of 1971, however, luck changed. Heavy snowfall caused the roof to collapse. After a widely successful Raise the Roof campaign and hard work, the church reopened on July 18, 1971. Years later, on August 7, 1988, the first total immersion baptism took place outside the church. This became a tradition which continues to this day. Since then, we have seen the addition of a drawbridge on the south dock in 2001, allowing canoes to tie off in the calm harbor. The small and big boat docks were replaced, and by 2011, the 10-year dock building project was completed. In 2012, a centennial garden was planted and a new steel roof was approved. St. Peter's on the Rock is people. Without their dedication over the past 100 years, today's congregation would not exist. With St. Peter's, there is a bond that almost defies explanation. For how adequately can we use words and pictures to describe the experience and feeling of several generations of people brought together for a short period of time in a holiday setting? However, longtime adherents or occasional visitors sense it. Clergy and lay people recognize it. It encompasses joy, nourishment, guidance, friendship, and stability. The founders of St. Peter's on the Rock created a community of souls. It is our responsibility now to carry it forward, for where there is no vision, the people perish. Catherine Hook.